Imagine two baby girls born on the exact same rare day, February 29th, a leap day that only comes once every 4 years, both with the same striking, fiery red hair. One enters the world in a delivery room filled with doctors, cameras, and the cheers of an entire state celebrating the governor's new daughter. The other arrives quietly next door in a much simpler room with no fanfare at all. From that very first moment, their lives are linked by a viral photo, yet destined to take completely different paths. One grows up surrounded by luxury, love, and endless opportunities. The other struggles in the shadows, always feeling like she's living in someone else's spotlight. This is the story of Rowan and Iris, the Leap Day redheads, whose friendship was tested by jealousy, fame, betrayal, and the painful truth that sometimes the person you trust most can become the one who hurts you the deepest. Get ready for a roller coaster of painting dreams, stolen kisses, red carpet lies, and one heartbreaking moment when everything finally comes crashing down. Stick around till the end, because the way these two fiery souls finally face the truth will leave you breathless. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the community right now. You won't want to miss what happens next. The delivery room was packed with doctors, nurses, and high-tech equipment. They were helping the state governor's wife give birth while reporters waited outside. Then, a baby's cry filled the room. A little girl with bright red hair, like actual fire, was born in the middle of cheers and celebration, with a future basically written in gold from day one. Almost no one knew that right next door, in a much quieter room, another birth was happening too. It took longer, it was harder, but eventually that baby arrived as well, and weirdly, she was also a red-haired girl. That day was February 29th, a leap day, a day that only shows up once every 4 years, and both girls felt like rare little miracles. While reporters crowded the hallway to celebrate the governor's newborn daughter, somebody noticed something strange through the glass of the delivery room next door. And just like that, two baby girls born on a rare day, sharing the same fiery hair, ended up connected before either of us opened our eyes. Hi, I'm Rowan, the first redhead. My dad was the governor. I always knew how lucky I was. A happy life and a loving family. My parents supported everything I loved. I still remembered when Dad ordered me a full set of paintbrushes all the way from Italy the moment he realized how obsessed I was with painting. My dream was to become a world-famous artist. Literally everyone knew that, even Iris. Oh, she's the other red-haired girl from that old viral photo. Iris was gentle and sweet. Even though kids at school could be brutal when they found out her mom worked night shifts as a nurse and she didn't have a dad picking her up, I still remember how Iris would laugh it off, then quietly cry in the bathroom later. I don't get why you still hang out with me. Your life is way too different. Because you're my friend, that's it. I mean, Rowan, thank you. You really matter to me. Iris already had so little, so I always tried to treat her extra kindly. She slept over at my house a lot, usually because her mom was working the night shift at the hospital. My mom says thanks for letting me sleep here again. And my mom said to just treat this place like your home. One night, we sat in the garden drinking warm tea while waiting for shooting stars. Look! Oh, I wish I'd become an actress on real screens, big ones. And I'll be an artist with paintings everyone in the world knows. We're going to make it, right? When we're famous, we won't forget each other. Always. High school started and we grabbed attention on day one. People recognized us. Are you guys the Leap Day twins? The red-haired girls? For weeks, students kept coming up to us just to take photos with us. Iris loved it. The attention, the admiration, all of it. She smiled more and got more confident every day. Me? Whenever I could, I'd slip away to some quiet hallway or hidden corner to get lost in my paintings. That's how I found that garden. It wasn't crowded, but the flowers were beautiful. Every afternoon, I'd take my canvas there and paint whatever my heart wanted. But sometimes I felt like someone was watching me. Around then, the attention slowly faded. People stopped talking about the redhead duo, and life went back to normal. This sucks. It's like we don't even exist anymore. I just laughed. Honestly, I liked the piece. One day in the school bathroom, I overheard two girls talking. I wasn't really paying attention until I heard our names. Honestly, Iris is only known because she looks like Rowan. Exactly. Without Rowan, she's nothing. Leap Day twins, please. Once the original, the other's just a copy. I took a breath, stepped out of the stall, and looked straight at them. You don't get to talk about Iris like that. They froze, muttered some awkward apology, and rushed out. Thank goodness Iris didn't hear. My fragile best friend did not deserve that. That afternoon, my art teacher asked me to stay after class. She smiled and slid an envelope toward me. This is an exchange program in Italy. They only accept a few students every year. You should think about it. My hands shook as I opened it. I read it again and again just to make sure it was real. An art school in Italy. It felt like my dream was finally being seen. When I walked out, Iris was waiting. I thought she'd smile, scream, freak out with me like best friends do. But instead, her face slowly fell. If you leave, I don't think I can handle it. Those words hit way harder than I expected. We'd once promised each other under the stars that our future always included both of us. And yeah, I only had one best friend. Opportunities would come again if I was really good enough. So in the end, I turned the offer down. In the days after that, I kept going back to the garden to paint. That's when I realized I wasn't alone. Through the ivy, I caught someone watching me, a really good-looking guy. Sketchbook on his lap, pencil moving slowly, and trying terribly hard not to look embarrassed that I noticed. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I come here to draw too. What are you drawing? He hesitated, then turned the sketchbook around. You drew me? I'm sorry I didn't ask first. I just liked how calm you looked, like you forgot the whole world even existed. I thought I'd be mad or call him a creep or something, but instead I laughed. Geez Louise, I'd never even thought of myself as pretty like that. I'm Rowan. You can call me Elliot. We sat there for a while talking about art, somehow totally in sync. Then we talked about everything else. Little by little, that garden became our spot. I smiled every time I knew I'd see him. My heart felt lighter around him. You've been smiling a lot lately. That's weird. I told Iris about the garden and about Elliot because that's what best friends do, right? She listened at first, then frowned. Are you sure he really likes you? I mean, guys like that usually aren't serious. Elliot's not like that. People who pay that much attention, they're never simple. Just be careful, okay? I don't want you hurt. She squeezed my hand. I smiled back. Maybe she was right. I didn't even know Elliot that well yet. A few days later, Iris asked me to walk home so we could stop for ice cream. Halfway there, she suddenly froze. Wait, look. I followed her gaze and my chest tightened. On the other side of the street, Elliot was carrying a girl on his back. Her arms were loosely around his shoulders. Her head rested against his neck. Rowan, look at them. I didn't want to say anything before, but I had a bad feeling. I just stood there watching until they disappeared. That tiny spark I had inside me went out. After that, I avoided him everywhere. There was no reason to talk to him anymore. One afternoon, in an empty hallway, someone grabbed my shoulder and turned me around. Elliot. He was way too close, his hand tightening around my wrist. My face burned instantly. Why are you avoiding me? What did I do wrong? I saw you with your girlfriend. You were carrying her. His face shifted, then relaxed. She wasn't my girlfriend, just a stranger who got hurt. She asked me for help. He's totally going to lie. Trust me, you'll say he was just helping someone in need. No guy ever admits the truth. Stay sharp. And Rowan, I should tell you, Iris texted me. She flirted with me. She knows about us. And stop. You looked right into my eyes, waiting. My mind spun. Iris had been my best friend for 17 years. And Elliot, I'm so sorry. I have to go. I went back to spending time with Iris like before. From the outside, nothing changed, but the easy happiness I once felt around her was gone. Then something wild happened. A TV network wanted to make a teen movie inspired by the red-haired Leap Day girls. They wanted me and Iris to play twins. Please. But my first instinct was to say no. That life wasn't mine. This is my dream, to be an actress on big screens. For a second, I thought about my art dream, the one I'd already sacrificed. But the joy in her eyes made me feel selfish for even hesitating. I had to support her, right? The audition took place in a real studio, and Iris was shaking with excitement. They gave us the script right before we went in. I skimmed it and frowned. The scene they wanted was a fight between the twins. We wanted to feel real. Don't hold back. We started acting. Iris's voice trembled like she was really emotional. Then it happened. She slapped me. It wasn't in the script. The slap was hard. My cheek burned hot. The whole studio went silent. Amazing! So real! Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Rowan. I didn't mean to hit that hard. I was just acting.
Everyone laughed it off. The director looked thrilled. I nodded quietly. But I was the only one who saw her eyes in that moment. Cold, jealous, almost hungry. I couldn't recognize my best friend. The movie went ahead anyway. Months later, it premiered and blew up. Interviews, headlines, red carpets, everything hit at once. Iris was over the moon. She stepped forward a little more, answered first, glowed under the lights like a real star, and I was happy for her. The movie premiere press conference was loud and chaotic, with fans screaming and cameras flashing nonstop. A reporter pushed his mic forward from the crowd. "Iris, how do you feel about people saying you're just Rowan's shadow?" It was such a rude question. At first, I thought Iris would just ignore it. I guess people don't really know what it feels like. I grew up poor. Kids at school made fun of me. They said I was just a copy. That must have been really hard for you. Yeah, I went through everything alone. And honestly, if I hadn't been strong enough, I don't think I'd even be here today. I looked at Iris and shook my head slightly, silently begging her to stop, just for a second, and remember us. Somehow she erased me and my family from her past. She denied every bit of love we gave her, and just like that, I became the villain in her story. Her tears suddenly made everything crystal clear. Iris had been jealous for a long time. She was craving what I had, wanting me pushed down so she could rise. But I still stayed quiet. I stood up to leave. Then someone grabbed my hand. Elliot again. "Iris, I think you're only telling half the truth." His voice was calm and steady, the way someone speaks when they've seen the whole picture. He talked about what really happened, the manipulation, the slow collapse of a friendship that once felt genuine, but had been eaten away by jealousy. "Liar!" She lunged at him, yelling, her face twisted with anger, and people rushed in to hold her back. Watching her struggle like that, I knew there was nothing left to save. A year later, the red-haired duo had quietly disappeared from the media. Iris moved back in with her mom, returning to the life she tried so hard to escape. Her dream didn't end because of poverty. It ended because jealousy had hollowed her out from the inside. The door swung open, and I couldn't help smiling when I saw his face. "Rowan, my love, I think it's time you moved somewhere new, just for us." "Where?" Elliot set 2 envelopes on the table in front of me. "Italy." If you've ever had a friendship tested by jealousy, fame, or hidden resentment, or if you've had to choose between supporting someone else's dream and chasing your own, drop a comment below and share your thoughts with us. We'd love to hear it. Like this video if you felt the sting of betrayal from someone you trusted most, and share it with your friends so they can feel the emotional ride too. What do you think will happen next for Rowan and Iris? Will their paths ever cross again? Will Rowan finally chase her art dream in Italy? Or is there more drama waiting in the wings? Leave your predictions in the comments, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified about future stories. See you soon!